Hi, this is Debbie Hughes from Line Design, and in today's video I'm creating a couple of classic Christmas gift tags. You can't beat craft white and gold. Are you up to wrapping stage of Christmas yet? I must admit I'm way behind schedule this year, but that's 2020, isn't it? The products I'm using came from this limited edition holiday card kit from SSS Stamp, which has just been released. So let's rummage through this kit, pull up a chair and a cup of tea as this kit is packed. First up is the authentic Christmas greetings pattern paper, which is filled with Christmas tag images as well as toning pattern paper to go with them. Next is the kit stamp set, Joy for You, which has two great backgrounds for tags as well as a bunch of holiday sentiments and icons. The holiday greenery embossing folder is one I can't wait to crack open. Also included in the kit are a tag tree and outline die, and then we get on to the tags. This is a tag kit after all, and this kit has a bunch. There's craft tags, white tags, black tags, red tags, cream tags, of all sorts of different sizes. By my reckoning, 28 pre-cut tags. Keep a tally going, as I think there are 144 tag images in the pattern papers and we're not finished yet. So just flew by there with some AArts twine to tie your tags. Then there's 2 rolls of My Mind's Eye washi tape. I love the patterns in these. One of the ways I like to use washi at Christmas is to seal Christmas cards. I'm behind on sending my cards out this year too. Yes, 2020, say no more. Okay, moving on, there's the cutest little Darius wreath in the kit. And then watch out for more tags with this Tim Holtz sticker book. Also from Tim Holtz is this pack of vellum scenes. These are simply stunning with beautiful scenes on the translucent vellum. To finish off, there's soft navy, schoolhouse red and green leaf card in the kit, as well as a craft wood grain card too. Oh, and not forgetting the joyful stickers in the kit too. Now, getting my calculator out, I tot up over 200 tag options in this kit, so the couple of tags I'm about to share now only scratch the surface of its possibilities. For the 2 tags I made, I used the Joy for You stamp set. I treated one of the craft tags from the kit with an anti-static powder and then stamped the lettering background in clear embossing ink and sprinkled with white embossing powder before heat setting. I then took a piece of vellum and aligned one of the larger greetings on it before again brushing with anti-static powder, stamping in clear embossing ink, and this time I sprinkled with antique gold embossing powder before heat setting. I aligned the sentiment where I wanted it to be over the white embossed lettering background, and then turned both the tag and the vellum over and drew around the edges of the tag with a pencil, before using a Tim Holtz craft knife and ruler to trim away the excess around the edges. For the top of the tag, I wanted to glitz it up a little with glitter card. I have a selection pack of glitter card from SSS Stamp, and I had this scrap piece which was the perfect size to create a topper for the tag. Firstly, I used a die from the SLIMLINE borders and edges set to give a scallop edge, and then as before I lined up where I wanted the glitter card to be on the tag, flipped everything over and drew around the tag with a pencil and trimmed out. I used the pencil again to mark on the back of the vellum and glitter card where the hole for the tag needed to be, and then used an old hole punch to punch the circle out. I liked that the tag when I started out had a reinforcer around the hole, and so I die cut a reinforcer using a die from the Stitch Dress Up tag set from IVORY Card. To assemble the tag, I used a Gina glue runner to add adhesive to the back of the vellum, and then did that to the tag, and then the same again for the glitter card topper. For the hole reinforcer, I used Gina Connect glue. I then doubled up a piece of twine, threaded it through the hole in the tag, and looped it back over itself for a simple way to attach the twine ready for wrapping. I wanted to add an accompanying sentiment to go on the tag, and the Joy for You set has several smaller options to choose from. I stamped the Merry Christmas greeting in clear embossing ink on IVORY Card and then sprinkled with antique gold embossing powder before heat setting. I trimmed out the sentiment to a skinny strip and added it over the glitter card with foam adhesive. I couldn't resist a little splatter on this tag and pulled out my usual white gouache for a quick splash of white across the vellum. And that completes this first tag. The second tag is pretty much the same, I just used slightly different elements from the stamp set. I'll quickly run through the process though. So I used another of the craft tags from the kit, but this time with the stripe background from the Joy to Use set. Again, I treated the tag with anti-static powder, stamped in clear embossing ink before sprinkling with white embossing powder and heat setting. For the vellum element, I chose the Don't Open Until Christmas greeting from the set, and this time used the antique gold embossing powder and heat set. While I had the gold powder out, I also gold heat embossed a Happy Holiday sentiment from the set on ivory card. I trimmed the vellum to fit the tag and also die cut the scallop edge on another glitter card topper, another ivory hole reinforcer, and the accompanying greeting added with foam tape before the final flourish of a few white gouache splatters. And so there you have two matching classic craft gold and white Christmas tags, perfect for wrapping. Now, if only I had my cards written and presents bought, I wouldn't be so behind the curve this year. I'll leave links in the YouTube description to the products that I've used today, as well as a coordinating link to the blog post over at limedoodledesign.com. I want to thank you for joining me, and if you've enjoyed this tutorial, I'd be delighted if you'd give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to this channel. Also, if you'd like to get notified when a new video is out, don't forget to hit the bell button next to the subscribe button too. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.